Would you guys look at this amazing place? I have no idea what it is yet, but it has to be some sort of museum because there's a restoration project of the Burden's Ironwork. It is a museum. Restoration of Burden Ironworks Museum, Hudson Mohawk Industrial Gateway. Not exactly sure what it is, but this place looks pretty spectacular. Yeah, I'm working right down the street here, and I passed by. They're unloading my truck at the moment. I passed by this amazing place and trying to figure out what it is. I'm at the moment in the town of Troy, New York, and I was passing by and I seen this amazing establishment and wanted to stop and check it out. And it's called Burden Ironworks Museum. But unfortunately, they're not open. But I figured I'd walk around the property. This isn't the only thing in town. I was noticing down the railroad tracks, there's a building that looks very much like a castle. And I guess it was a place where they did cotton and stuff like that, but now it's just storage. Seems like all the cool buildings in town that could be museums or that are museums are actually closed at the moment. And it's a Saturday, which kind of sucks. You would think things like this would be open. And there is no signage to what this thing here actually is, at least at the moment. But there is something else over here in the parking lot that looks kind of cool. Looks like it connects to a train. Not exactly sure what it is. I know in Missouri, at the theme park, they have a roller coaster that has a car system, time traveler, that looks very similar to this. That's very steampunk looking. I'm guessing what they do is they have hot liquid molten lava steel that sits in that thing. It goes on the tracks and then dumps over into something, maybe, I'm guessing. I am not exactly sure, but that is a contraption for sure. But that building right there, that is unique in itself. Just that dome up there, that dome, that noggin on top of that building. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, I can see why it's under restoration. Restoration. Just these stairs don't look that safe. But, I mean, yeah, they're not that safe. So maybe this isn't a museum yet, but it looks like once it opens, it's going to be a pretty incredible place. And I hope to come. I know lots of people don't like New York. When you think of New York, you think of New York City. But there's a lot more to New York than New York City. Like out here in Troy, New York, in the middle of the Poconos. The Poconos are mountains, for those of you that don't know. I think they're mountains. Everyone says, I'm going to the Poconos for the weekend. Finger Lakes region. You never know what they're talking about. Then they say New York and you get that sad look. Why would you want to go to New York? Well, there is some fun things or cool things to see in New York. Who would have thunk? Well, I'm not here very much longer. It looks, I only had 2 pallets to get off, so it's probably time for me to go. And who knows? Maybe there's something else we could find on today's adventure. But what a great start of a video. The Burden Iron Company. I'd like to come back once it's open. Other than that, though, I don't think there's too much in this town. It's a one railroad town. Oh, actually, yeah, the tracks split off right there. So it's 2 tracks exiting off into one. As I was walking through the grass heading back to my truck, there is something else over here. What? All this cool old equipment. Don't know how, I can't imagine back in the day even coming up with ideas like this to solve issues. How to create something like that. I have no idea what it is. Could be anything. But people that engineered things like this back in the day, pretty brilliant. Shut off. There we go. Let's see if the fan shuts off. Have you guys ever started a morning, everything's going great, you start to find some content and you go, you know what, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to have tons of videos I'm going to be able to record. I'm assuming over the next 800 miles I'm going to be able to stop and see so many things. And then nothing happens. Your morning starts off great, but that's it. The whole rest of the day, right, Kat? Yes, she agrees. The whole rest of the day, man, I was so excited waking up in the morning, delivering a load, finding something that is soon to be a museum, and then expecting, okay, New York has to hold some great possibilities for video. I'm sorry, New York. You failed me. You failed me.